Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. We're going to be talking about Connect with Seesaw. I hope you all had a wonderful day because we're going to be having this webinar that is going to be hands-on. So if you please find another device, it can be an iPad, a phone, or maybe a Chrome, while I find here my presentation for you. 1 second, and here we are. So while you are finding your device, welcome to the ones that this is their first time that you are connecting to a webinar. This is our I3 webinars that we're preparing here in the district to have you updated with all the different information that we have. But I wanted to give you a little bit of context. So if you can hear me talking, you're not gonna be able to hear me. I'm sorry, I will not be gonna be able to hear you talking. We are going to be able to write your questions into the box. We have a writing box that is right on the side, and there is where you're gonna be able to write your questions. Okay, we are recording this session. I'm gonna give you a little bit of heads up later on. If you see your iPads, you have a new icon where you can see all of the recorded sessions that I3 has been doing. And we're gonna be taking some of your questions at the end. So I've been asking you for please to find another device and download a Seesaw app. Maybe a lot of you already have it. If you do, please log out as a teacher because this is a hands-on training, and I would like you to experience this training like what your students are going to be able to do with this new tool and everything that they are going to be capable of doing. The objective of this training is to experience Seesaw as a student by understanding the use of the different tools available in it. And let's start with the presentations. My name is Verushka Vasquez. I'm currently a first grade bilingual teacher at Walnut Glen Academy. We've been working with 20 iPads once a week for half a day, which it's been great to have my whole students have a review of the things that they want to share with their families. And this is my first half month of this year with the I team, which has been wonderful. We have a moderator that is Andrea Farrell. She is another first grade teacher bilingual at Montclair. She's going to be the one that is going to be answering you on the box that is right next to you, the text box. And if you have any questions while I'm talking, she's going to be here. But still, I'm going to be able to talk a lot of those questions at the very end. And we have our mentor here, Julie. Julie can say hi any minute. Hi. She's a 5th grade teacher at Daughtery. She knows all about that technology, so don't hesitate to ask some of those questions here too. And why did we choose Connect with Seesaw? Well, Seesaw is a wonderful tool. If you can hear me, I'm so excited about it. I cannot stop talking about it with my colleagues here at school. It's just basically all about learning and the students. It really gives the students a chance to share with everyone, with their families, with you, with their peers, what they are doing, what they are learning. And it's a different world for them. You're going to hear people talking and you're going to be surprised to know that some of those students that they don't talk to you, they're talking more to the iPad or to the device that they're using with Seesaw. Now, Seesaw is a wonderful application because it works with different platforms, like your Apple iPad or your Apple iPhone, Android devices, cell phones, tablets, Chromebooks, the computer that has Chrome or Firefox or Kindle Fire. Any of the devices that has these platforms are going to be able to be used with Seesaw. Now let's get hands-on. If you can please activate your extra device, the one that I asked you before to please look for. I hope it was, I did ask you with heads up about it. We're going to sign in as a student. So if you are still logged in as a teacher, please go to the top left side. And if you look at it, there is your name or your icon. Some of us have our little photo up there as a teacher. Please sign out. It has red letters. And go as a student, and it's going to be asking you to read a QR code. Would you please scan the QR code that is right now on my screen? I'm showing you right now. And for the people that for some reason you cannot scan that, I'm going to give you a code. It's a text. Let me go very quickly to my Seesaw. And if you look here, right now I have my teacher view. This is where I get the class code. And in case you don't have a device that can read the QR code, you can choose the other option, and please write it down. This code at this moment is going to be in our box, just in case you're still struggling trying to get with the QR code. These are the letters that it's just going to be available for another 14 minutes and a half. But this is the other choice that you have to log in. Over here at the bottom, if you see, it says use a text code. I hope you got in. Done. And you're going to be looking into a new screen. And on the top right hand, there is a green plus sign that I call my kids the add a new project is called. So please press that. If you see, I'm leaving the QR code on the side of the presentation just in case you are still trying to make your device work. And you're gonna be seeing either this side of, this is how it looks on my computer if I'm using Chrome, and this is how it looks on your iPad. We're gonna start working with photo, and this is a cool, very nice tool, and we can start like with something simple. If you press that, you're gonna you're gonna see that you have 3 different buttons where to push to take the picture. Just remember that this is a global presentation, so a lot of people are going to be able to see it. Please remember to be digital citizenship. Don't take pictures of your badge or your classroom, your class list, or anything that has your private information in it. So please be very careful with that. And once you press, be very careful because it says hold still. And once it finishes, it's just going to take the pic. And this is what you're going to be looking at. Once you already have, once you had taken a picture, you need to check the little green check that is on the top right of your screen, and that means it's done. And since I don't have your name in my class, I created a new class for you. I would like you to first find the first initial of your name and tap on it, and then touch the green check mark to add it to the Seesaw journal. How about if you try it now? It's something simple. Let's start first with that photo. Take a pic of your view, then tap the green check, look for your letter, and then again the green check. I'm going to leave you just for a few minutes so you can type it in. How about 2 minutes? Is that way too much? And play with it a little bit. See how many pictures do we receive. And then I'm going to show you the teacher's perspective, what is going on while you are just uploading your picture. Okay, everyone. Now I'm going to show you my teacher's perspective. Let's see what happened. I know it was something simple. It was just a picture, and your students, I'm pretty sure that they can do it too. I have none of the pictures I'm going to be up here yet. They first need to have a teacher's, like in this case, I have 3 notifications. So let me see what happened. Okay, I have 5 items that they've been at. So that means that me, teacher, I have to look into those items first to approve them before it can go to the students folder. Like, okay, this one, I like it. So I'm going to just, person C has a marker, so I can just go ahead and approve it. Or like down here, you can go ahead and approve them all if you really trust your students. Oh, sweethearts, look, I like that, Valentine's. And, or if you see something that they shouldn't, that looks like my rug, definitely. And you can either approve all of them, or you just can go and erase it as you wish. Okay, this was a student one. I didn't mean really to show you that one, but since we are already here, it's almost time to do it anyways. But let's go back to my presentation. And okay, so these are, remember that all the items, they need to be approved by the teacher before they go to the students folder. Okay, let's go back to the picture. In this case, I retake it, and there are some tools right at the bottom. If you look at it, It says we have something to rotate the picture. We have the microphone to add voice. Kids can draw on it, and you have something for caption. These are the coolest part for that they really like, drawing or adding text and voice. This is where a lot of your students are just going to throw you a lot of surprises. I'm going to show you some of them that I have here. And this one, let me go ahead. Well, this is a picture, and this was with picture and just drawing. This is picture and voice. This is from one of my students we were playing with today, and she was kind of shy, but let's see what she did. Okay, she took the picture, she drew, and then she added some voice to it.
I like this book because the title is called Seesaw.
Okay, so right now it wasn't approved. Now that I listened, I like it, so I am going to approve it. And I can go ahead and look for my student M and go like, okay, you did not do the part about your book report. What happened with this part? So maybe I can just go ahead, erase it, and ask her to redo it. It can be your choice as a teacher what to do or what you expected for them to do. Okay, and so that's all about photos and the things that you can do. I don't know if you would like to play a little bit with that as well. Feel free to do it. I'll just keep on going since we had like 30 minutes, and I know a lot of you are almost ready to just finish and go. But I still have 2 more tools that I would like to show you. One of them is video. Video is just like using your video camera. The kids are just going to go with it. They can talk. They can go ahead and go outside, tell you about the weather. It's something very simple for them to do. And drawing is another neat tool that they can record their voice as well, and they can draw and, of course, erase. And they can change the size of their pencil. I don't think I have anything. None of my students have been really playing with this one, but maybe you can start working with that as well. Remember that once you already submitted your work, you need to tap the plus sign on the top right side of your screen in order for us to, in order for them to start doing a new project. And finally, we have notes. Notes, it's something that I like to use, especially when there is a note I like to send home. I know a lot of you know what is Remind. And when we use Remind, we like to send notes home for everybody to look at. So let me show you how does it look on a teacher's perspective. These letters over here is just for a teacher, I'm sorry, just for a student, since right now you're the student. This is only for the student's folio. So everything that Yay did, it's gonna go to Yay, or for S. And oh, I have it. Look at this one. Isn't this one great? This was done for a second grader, and they were working on shapes. As you can see it, it's a nice example of everything that they can do with this. And there is a book report. I think that this one has a video. I'm going to show you it later. But this is the kind of the ones that I wanted to show you. This is a note that I sent to everybody. So it doesn't matter if you started your posting all of these notes like a month ago. In this case, it was all the way from March 10th. This is when I created this classroom for everybody to see it, like in this case for a webinar. all the parents that they started logging today, they're going to be able to see all those notes from those previous dates. So they are not really missing that information, or sometimes they go like, oh no, I didn't know that that was happening. And you can tell them, well, it was on our Seesaw class. Maybe if you please log in, you're going to be able to review it and see that it was already sent at home. I just sent it an extra picture of it. And whenever you start a class, you're going to be seeing something simple like get it started in 60 seconds from Seesaw. Seesaw is a very, they're a very serious company. They've been doing these, I don't know for how long, but let me tell you that they really have you covered. If you ever need to have help about information that you may need, just visit their website. It's really, really good. They have a lot of ideas and tools for teachers down here. And I still can't stop being amazed. I did join them on Twitter, and Twitter, they have tons of ideas for you. They are always keeping you with new webinars, and they are giving you ideas of how to work with your classroom. Again, thank you very much for your time. I really hope that you enjoy using Seesaw as much as I've been using it. I've seen a lot of growth in my kids. I was really surprised every day with something new, and their parents are too. You can either decide to share these with their parents or just keep it as a classroom app. I did share it with their parents, and they love it. They like to hear from their kids what they've been learning. And I have my personal iPad here. I just don't have one iPad every other day of the other days of the week. Besides that, only day that I have the 20 iPads that rotate. But my kids will just grab my iPad and they go like, Ms. Vasquez, I really need to share this with my parents. And I say, go ahead, do it. And they will create either a video or a picture, add a comment. And it's just making it easy for me to review it later on, and sometimes even put an extra grade there. Or if you're missing grades, this is another way for you to even tell parents, this is why your child is doing, or this is why they received their grade. The parents, well, now we're going to go through the questions since we're almost done there. Parents, you integrate them by, there is a letter. Let me go back to my teacher's view. Actually, I wasn't really going to cover that part, but now that we have the question. If you come here to your side, there is a invite parents option, and you can turn on the family access to start with. Again, Seesaw is wonderful to guide you through this, and they're going to give you, once you print, they're going to give you a PDF document. And in this PDF, there is going to be a piece of paper for every student in your classroom with a QR code. The QR code is going to give access only for that child's family. Okay? So if I want to see Ye's work, and you send parents Ye's QR code, parents cannot see M or L's work at home. They are only going to see their child. So they really are protecting their privacy. And the only person that can see everything is the teacher, that you have the classroom QR code. That's why your QR code cannot be exposed on pictures or something that is gonna go global, like on a video for YouTube, or on a picture that is gonna be sent, let's say the yearbook. So be very careful with that QR code. Yeah, I hope that really answered your question. I don't know if there is any other questions that I'll be happy to If not, we're gonna keep the question box open. Again, I'm gonna thank you a lot for your time and for your patience. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the year. Oh, don't wait for next year to start using this. Start using it like now. If you can create your classroom while we're here, or because your kids are going to really enjoy it, especially now. You can tell them, we already have seen that, now do it by yourself, or take a picture of a worksheet and have them work on their Seesaw, and instead of making more copies, especially because paper starts running out of the schools. So maybe just can start doing everything on the iPad, on the iPads if you have more than one in your classroom. Okay, again, thank you for your time, and I hope that you have a wonderful year. Again, questions at the bottom. And your CPE credit, there is going to be a link on the box, and yes, it's right now it's about to be put on the text box in case you need those CPE hours. Okay. Bye for now, and I'll see you in a. Oh, and just in case, at Twitter, I have a Twitter account, and I'm following people there. So I don't really post things, but I like to follow people, FYI. And it is, I don't remember what it was. That sounds funny, isn't it? But if you look me like VV Vasquez, that's how you're gonna be finding me there. Oh, actually, it's the first. It's gonna be at VFVASQUE. Is the first part of my email. In case you want to follow and see who am I following, I'm a big follower of Seesaw. Again, thank you for your time, and I'll see you soon. Or you can email me or text me through Twitter, or again, thanks from the whole team, and I'll see you soon. Bye.